Well, you've got a wonderful individual in America called Al Gore. He came to my house in England and he gave me a few shakes and said that this was about 2 or 3 years ago, that you should try to become a sort of leader in the world and try to get people to think green and try to help save the planet from destroying itself by using all these dirty, polluting fuels. So as a result of that conversation, I read a lot of books about global warming and met a lot of scientists, realized we have a real problem, and I then decided to pledge all the profits we make from our dirty businesses, our airline businesses, into tackling global warming, to developing clean fuels. And then when we do things like festivals, we'll try to make sure that all the fuel we use is clean, all the plates we use are biodegradable, all the forks are biodegradable, and so we're trying to carry it on in our own life as well. And it's very noisy. I hope you can all hear us.
It's very noisy. And so, why do you think it's important for young people to be involved in it?
I think that most young people today will, if nothing is done, they should see their lives out on this planet. But their children, I think, are unlikely to survive if we carry on as we are, because the world has heated up every year now for the last 50 years. And if it carries on, we'll get up to sort of 5 degrees, 6 degrees more, and that will kill every single fish in the ocean. It'll be devastating. So young people, in a sense, are more important than anybody else. They're the people that have got to worry about these things, and they've got to do everything they can to address these things. They've got to make sure they elect politicians who realize how important it is.
And how did the regeneration come about, the Virgin Regeneration Project?
We've just, as a group of companies, we're trying to make sure that if we go out and ask other people to be green, that we are behaving ourselves. So we're just trying to make sure that everything we do is green. There are some things you can't do, like say flying on a plane to get somewhere. You've got to still use a dirty plane. But we're even with planes, we're trying to come up with a fuel that we can use on our planes that is clean. And next year we'll actually be flying a plane for the first time ever, jet plane with clean fuels. Yeah.
And can you tell us a little bit about how youth homelessness figures into Virgin's grand scheme? Why youth homelessness is such an important issue for us to care about?
Well, I mean, it is unforgivable today that there are tens of thousands of young people having to live on the streets. I mean, it's just, inconceivable we allow it to happen. And yet there are tens of thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of young people in America living on the streets. So, all of us have got to try to do something to address that situation. And at Virgin, we are putting quite a lot of resources into that.
Excellent. Are there any other causes that you're passionate about? I know it's quite a lot.
There's a lot of causes we're passionate about, particularly in Africa, where people are literally dying unnecessarily of a whole lot of different illnesses which they shouldn't be dying from. So we have a charitable foundation called Virgin Unite, and we're helping a lot of organizations in Africa address those problems. And this tiny little mosquito is killing 1.5 million women and children every year from malaria. I mean, there must be a way of us ridding ourselves of this mosquito. And HIV still kills 30% of the African population. In America, HIV doesn't turn into AIDS because you have antiretroviral drugs. The same should happen in Africa, and so on. There are lots of problems that we've got to address.
What bands are you checking out today at Virgin?
Well, I'll definitely stay for the Smashing Pumpkins. Last night, Police were wonderful, absolutely wonderful. to show my age, we actually discovered Sting when he was a schoolmaster many, many years ago. So that was exciting seeing him last night.
Are you and Sting friends?
Yeah, we've known each other for a long time, and yeah, indirectly we might have been responsible for but somebody else most likely would have discovered him otherwise. But we'll see.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.